Hi, welcome to this week's Historyture with Holly video. Today I'm reflecting on a biography of Winston Churchill that I've been reading. It's by Andrew Roberts and it's called Churchill, Walking with Destiny. Each chapter starts with two quotes from Churchill or from other people that are relevant to that chapter, but mainly him. And this quote really caught my attention. I'm just going to read it to you. It's about criticism and taking it, which Churchill's very good at and used to. Criticism is always advantageous. I've derived continued benefit from criticism at all periods of my life, and I do not remember any time when I was ever short of it. And it's from Winston Churchill in the House of Commons in November 1914, at the beginning of the Great War. And it got me thinking about the nature of criticism and, excuse me, people take it in different ways. Some people really struggle to accept criticism. Other people are really good at taking it on board and not letting it sort of affect them too much, but, allowing it to improve them. And it made me think about growth versus fixed mindset concept that Carol Dweck has put out, and it's something that I learned about a few years ago, and it's something that I've taught my students about and that I've used in my own mind, my own life, and I highly recommend you have a look at it. So at the bottom of this video in the details, I'm going to put the link to her website and also a link to a TED Talk where she explains it briefly. So essentially, the difference between a fixed mindset would be somebody who can't accept criticism, doesn't believe they can change. They believe they might be bad at something, like bad at maths, and they can't get better because that's just how they are. Things like that. They can't accept criticism. They compare themselves to other people often and find failures in themselves all the time, that sort of thing. Whereas in a growth mindset, people will accept criticism and think of it, instead of just being a negative thing, they'll take it as a way to improve. They'll be, rather than looking for defects in themselves, comparing to other people, they'll be looking to improve themselves. I look to other people and go, oh, they do that, I'm going to try that and improve. That's the sort of thing. So fixed mindset is, when you believe something and you're stuck with it. Growth mindset is you are able to grow. And it's just, I see so many people suffering from fixed mindsets, and I just want to say, go and listen to Carol Dweck. She'll change your life. But, they might not. Anyway, but I think you should. If you've not heard of Carol Dweck and the growth versus fixed mindset, please go and have a look. I know it's not like a social issue, but it is so relevant. Anyway, so Winston Churchill, of course, sorry, a bit of historyture, was full of criticism. He was a bull at a gate with everything. He threw himself into everything, and he was never short of a position and was never short of enemies. And he was actually removed from the post he was, made it to the First Lord of the Admiralty, and then was actually sacked from that position and then given a back seat in cabinet and in Parliament afterwards, which was devastating to him. He stuffed up, he was landed with the blame for the Gallipoli campaign, which was his baby to begin with, but it's not fair to label him with all the guilt from that. Obviously, there were a lot of people who were involved in it. But, before he became Prime Minister, he was not a popular guy. So I thought, but he also was very self-aware. And I love the way he says, I was never short of a criticism, which is true. So anyway, that's today's talk for you. So yeah, if you're interested, Winston Churchill by Andrew Roberts. I'll put the name and link to that, the Goodreads review of that at the bottom. And also Carol Dweck's Growth and Fixed Mindsets for you to have a look at. Thanks for listening. Bye.